We break the news.
As a government, I think the government's focus should be on the bread and butter issue of our people. Where we have our mothers, our fathers are all over here crying. They cannot get what they used to get again. When the government took over, they put every one of them.
We discovered the issue.
There are some people in the country, they're the one can even say wish for our government because you brought the government to power. So even when they are doing wrong, you cannot tell them because you brought them to power. The people who are there to tell the government, oh yeah, you are doing this, you are doing that, is not good. Sometimes the government can listen and change to do the better. These are people you start to insult. President Baka, why are children crossing right today? 2 years now into your administration, you said we're not going to see this thing happening in the country, but it is happening.
The Liberian Council of Churches, it is something that they crafted from the World Council of Churches, which was meant to promote peace and justice.
We dig out the facts. We bring the issue to the public to participate.
I was children. I was children. Why they keep it over there for them to get money without
work? They lying, looking for witness because they not get nothing off like there. No witness.
It is government that we have here, but it is clear that Baka is not in charge. What the guy will do, they want to take some money onto themselves, but they cannot let man, then we can work on the shadow task force so that we can start working. And the very people that are involved, even the things that are happening in Liberia, you thought that you place them on the task force.
Issue in the society. We discuss critical issues affecting the nation against socio-economic issues standing to shape the destiny of Liberia. We discuss issues including poverty rates. Human rights concern environmental challenges with a lower percentage of the population struggling to meet basic needs. Human rights violations such as arbitrary killing issue in the society comes to you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Join our panelists Aliu Masale and Solomon Bakari from the US of A and the host Stephen Contour on Kings FM 88.5.
One more freedom.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they need their man, they change their mind. What kind of people is so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people is so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroy our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo. Ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they came their time, they changed their mind. When they came their time, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroy our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo. Music. Wani na kenya wara wa monyoju weyan. Ya wana wa kuna gira. Wasia wa baby abu. Wana wa kuna ngoma. Wasia wa baby abu. Yena be money be miaka.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Oh, I'm a
I'm a freedom fighter.
a freedom fighter. Jadi nyonya bi awasa.
I'm a freedom
A
fighter.
freedom fighter. Jadi nyonya bi agbapa.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Ayo 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 ayo. Ayo ayo ayo. Ayo yo ayo ayo. Ayo ayo ayo. Ayo 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 ayo. Ayo ayo ayo. Ayo yo ayo ayo. Ayo ayo ayo.
And so, our friend Morovia, our friend the Cool Scene Studio, Kings 88.5. A pleasant good morning and welcome to yet another edition of the program, Issues in the Society. With been Stephen Compton, my colleague Janan Persima is here. The woman is in action. And hopefully, we are expecting our team that from the US to join us together. And then we drive you up to 12 days afternoon. And so, good morning to our people there in New Town. Good morning to our people in Claratown, Edo community. And there, the coastal land of West Point. Pleasant good morning to our people here in Central Morovia and other parts of the country. Oh, yeah. It is just very important to be here. And so, for those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, we are now urging you to share the live video as usual.
LBR.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they so?
And so definitely you just need to
What kind of people?
do that. Share the live video.
To freedom.
And let us have a conversation this morning. There are a lot of things happening in country. Definitely trust me, as we have always done, we afford you the opportunity so that you can be able to have your own say on these national issues. Okay, so let me quickly bring on my colleague, Janan Persima. Janan, you would like to cancel? Yes. That's very, very much important. You know, the people need to see you. Janan Persima is celebrating her birthday on Saturday, but the more brother whole Saturday vibe. In Wednesday, I was asking her because I was listening, right? I was doing some things there in the office. So I listened to the Janan Persima. I said they vibe that in the studio is not easy. Janan, good morning.
Good morning, Stephen. How are you? How was your night?
Yeah, I'm fine. The night was also great.
Yeah. Okay. Salam alaikum, Aliyu Omasale. And good morning, team. Good morning, Redderland. And hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful night. And you know, you were talking about being Zico. I promised to remain in this, you know.
Yeah, until
Saturday.
Okay.
Then maybe we can get a little bit up to the end of March.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's how it's going to be.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to remain.
That's great. So, can we get on Aliyu? Aliyu, are you there? Good morning.
Yes. Wa alaikum salam, Jeanette. Happy birthday. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Mama Labio. Thank God Saturday I'm not fasting. So let me show. We are sporting at the bar. We're chocolating or in a play there.
It will not be easy. That's good.
Happy birthday, sister. Yeah. Steve, what's up? Hi, madam, coming on now.
Yeah, she's fine. How's the family there? How's everything?
Alhamdulillah, thank God, my man. Everybody okay.
Yeah, and we appreciate you people for the great work. You know, praying for our country during this time of your prayer. So we appreciate you people as well. So that's very, very much important. Yeah, it is good having you on. Liberians are listening. You need to talk to them, Aliyu. Then we go over.
Where's Solomon?
I think he will join us later.
No, he.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his solo comes late.
Actually, late. No, he's late already.
Yeah, they probably be get out fine.
So what's going on? What's happening in the country? What the latest update?
Yeah, a lot of things are happening in country. But very quickly, Aliyu, let me quickly recognize our people here. Then we'll go on with issue we should be talking about here today. Robert Arsenon Paris, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Otaka, thank you. Also, he's following us from the US. Junior Tamba is also following us. Ibrahim Kekula, he says, good job. Thank you also, Kekula. Abraham says, I'm following you from Grand Cape Bank County. Thank you. Ruben says, Zoe, thank you also. They're from Banga, Bon County. All right, thank you. Okay, so Robert said happy pre-birthday. It's pre-birthday, Robert. The birthday is on Saturday.
It's on Saturday.
Right?
Thank you so much, Robert.
Saturday will be kicking doors. I'm gonna go play my song. Yeah. Lepe. Yeah, Elisa Morba, thank you also for following. Yes, so the rest of you. So all you need to do, just let us know where you are following us from in the comment section. Then we are going to also read that and read your text messages as well. So we are here. Like I said, a lot of things are happening in country, ranging from the situation there in Lofa County, and also with the Samuel Jackson's issue. The recent decision by the police as well, and a lot of things. So just on Monday, a group of women came out in their numbers, right? Jenan Persiman, fellow Liberians, to call for justice, call on the Liberian National Police to ensure that there should be justice in the case involving Mr. Jackson, following the death of his woman. And we saw those ladies in their numbers, and they were out. But before then, the police has released Mr. Jackson. Yes, the police has released him to his lawyer. And I listened to the police RG when he had a press conference that Mr. Jackson has been released, though there was no charges. After the 48 hours detention, he was released to his lawyers. And according to the police RG, there are some level of restriction. His lawyers made commitment that he will not leave the country. He will remain in the country as the investigation is ongoing. There were a lot of tests, according to him, that were done. Those tests were sent abroad so that they can be able to do further examination and come up with the result. Findings that led to the death of Mr. Jackson's wife. Okay, so now here is the issue. So let us begin on this advocacy group who came out in their numbers on Monday to, call on the government's attention through the Liberian National Police on this particular situation. Listen to the audio, and I'm just going to play a portion of that audio. Then we go into our discussion. So let me play that audio just from this point. Let's see what we can get it from here.
We are deeply of Mrs. Tony Jackson, a South African national, and the wife of Liberian economist Mr. Samuel Jackson. Reports indicate that Liberian National Police has declared Mr. Jackson a person of interest in a suspected homicide investigation after authorities observed a deep laceration to the victim's head and multiple bruises on her body. Mr. Jackson's public live stream showing armed officers conducting a forensic search of his home and his shifting public explanations, first citing a fall and later referencing altercations in the relationship, raised urgent concerns that this death may be linked to domestic violence. This tragic event occurred as the world gathers in New York for the 70th section of Commission on the Status of Women, CSW 17, under the theme Ensuring and Strengthening Access to Justice for Women and Girls. All women and girls. It is painful.
Thank you. So that's just what I wanted her to say. You listen to this lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
And according to her, right, their stance now is to ensure, or they have gathered themselves to ensure that women or girls that are abused, to ensure that those people, to discourage these things in society, to ensure that the perpetrators bear the full weight of the law. The police RG was there standing, listening to the young lady as she read that particular press statement. But I have a serious concern, a serious reservation on this particular issue, most especially at the time, and I'm going to raise this particular issue. You know, it is so bad that in our society, Janet Pesima, that people will tempt themselves to be advocates, or they will only speak out when certain people are involved, and they play the level of don't care when it happens to other people. Beautifully, beautifully in my Donald Trump voice, she spoke better English. She read the press release very, very eloquently. But now here is my issue. Before I go over to Aliyu Masale, then we come to you, Janet Pesima. We have been around here over the period of time. That a lot of people will come, a lot of advocates or groups will come to try to condemn certain issues in society, but they will remain tight-lipped when it happens to other people.
Yeah.
In the video that I just played, right? That audio you listen to,
Yes, sure.
you could see women sitting on the floor, all in the name of advocating for the late Jackson's wife, that which is also good, but under the circumstances it is being done is questionable. So now one may like to ask this question: which type of advocacy group it is? Which type of women they are? Like, according to her, she was quoting or some kind of law or so that protects every woman, that protect every girl, to ensure that these things don't happen to them. But again, like I said, people will only go wear black or put on white to be passing around here, all in the name of advocating for people when it happens to certain group of people in society. Mind you, like I told you, Janet Pesima, the last time, there are a lot of concerns being raised on this particular Samuel Jackson's issue. There are a lot of people who are raised serious concern in the form and manner the case is being handled. Like we saw when they were carrying on the examination, the legal team of Jackson raised serious concern. They rejected the police proposal, their communication, that they were carrying on any examination, autopsy or so. They said that. And there are a lot of people who believe that this particular issue is somehow being handled politically. So in order to support that, you saw what happened. There were a lot of people who are protesting around here. A lot of women have gone to the police headquarters, and you will notice that the police RG will fail to come out to address these people concerned. But the audio I just played, if you have watched the video, you will see the police RG. You will see the police RG standing before those women. And even responded to them immediately. Why? Because people have been raising concern that, you know, this particular investigation that is ongoing, people are raising concern that they are doing it, you know, like one may say they are hurrying to do it because of the person that is involved.
Yeah.
The person that is involved does not fall on the side of the government of the day. These men have been so critical. So in order to do it, to fast track that particular issue, they stage manage people. They stage manage girls to go and be able to speak on this issue. So those women, my question to them, if you stay in front of the police RG, to be able to call on the police RG to fast track their particular investigation, then my question to you people, why couldn't you stay in front of him and ask him about the autopsy report, the medical report that free my girl today, that he's walking around like a free man? Why couldn't you brace the storm to ask him, where are those reports? You said the man free. You said the man free. But why the report that freed the man? Why is it that Gregory Como has refused to reveal this particular investigative reports, the medical reports, that to inform the Liberian people that here are the medical reports that clear my girl of these things? Why you people couldn't ask him? So if one would say it was a stage manner issue to back up the police, you know, claim that yeah, they want to do this, they want to fast track there to carry on the investigation. If that was not stage managed, look, Liberian people are not stupid, Mr. RG. They are not stupid. If you gather a group of women, or in the name of maybe going to you to your headquarters to say, oh, people come here, you know, the Liberians are concerned. We are not stupid that you go and stage manage people to go and protest. To go and repetition before you. Or in the name of yes, Liberians are concerned. They are calling on us to do our work. Do you know how many people these things happen to here in this country?
On you.
And the Liberians cry over here. Women cry. And you could not respond to them. Oh, because it is Jackson today. It is one Jackson who has been so critical on this government. On the government and the governance of the country. So now you know that you understand the issue of speedy investigation. It is Jackson today. Like we said, over the period of time, the little girl who was affected by this particular situation has been stigmatized. She no longer moves in her community, you know, with a clear mindset. Because a lot of people will be able to bully her. They'll be able to stigmatize her. Do you care to think about that? But my girl, on clear circumstances, were clear. Because my girl is an official of the Unity Party government. My girl is a person who falls within the inner cycle of your president, President Joseph Boyka. So you free my girl today. Bonjara issue is still on a question. You still delay. And the little child mother continues to cry every night and day. No, that particular issue cannot be speedily looked at. No, it cannot. But saying it is Jackson, yeah, you are going to do that. We saw that happening in the Kofa case. the Kofa and the others case here, Jenny Pesima and fellow Liberians, we saw how the police move on. And they ensured that those people were jailed. Because it was Kofa. It was Bama. And the rest of the people, the rest of the lawmakers and other people who were involved. We shouldn't have a society like this. No. You are a police RG for every Liberians, not people who fall on the device of the United Party, Mr. RG. You claim to be schooled in the United States. You acquired this training. And why is it that to examine these things, you are not doing them? But you want to be biased in everything that you do. You stage manage people, you get girls in around, your girls and you get them around, you pay them, you get them, you get a press statement. You can't go stand in front of them to go read this press statement, all in the name of you people are doing the reference and S, Y, and Z. But we are following this investigation. We are not in any way against the investigation, but we are just trying to remind you that these things happen to other people. And you were like a turtle around here. You were like a turtle around here. Aliu, let's get you on.
Thank you, Stevie Konto. Once again, salam alaikum to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. Today is the last Wednesday in Ramadan. May Allah accept our prayers, our fasts, our wishes. May Allah bless our country. May Allah guide and protect our leaders. Stephen, you know, women, they are our mothers. We have great respect for them. And we have to be very careful with them. But sometimes they do things that make you to get emotional on them. Like you said, there are so many things that happen in the country. Where were those unserious and good for nothing women that were standing out there yesterday? Where were they? Where were they? This little girl who was allegedly raped by McGill, this is a life-threatening situation. That girl, she could have died. Where were those women? And they all know the pain that they go through to give birth to us.
Of course.
Just empathize it. If that 40-year-old child was your daughter, how were you going to feel? But they sat in that country. Why? Because the government official were involved. So they couldn't go there to say, oh, justice for the little girl, we want justice. They couldn't go with nonsense reading to Gregory Coleman. Why? Because government officials were involved. Where were those unserious women? This boy is still in the hospital, struggling for life. He could have died as a result of being sodomized by 3 men.
Definitely.
He could have died. Empathize it. If it were your son that was sodomized by 3 men that he could die from, how are you going to feel? They couldn't go to Gregory Coleman to go read nonsense because Jala is a government official, he working in the government. Another 17-year-old boy was sodomized by 7 men in Broadville. They heard about it. Where were those unserious women? They couldn't go to Gregory Coleman to go read nonsense. Where were those women? The Boulevard Paris Hotel manager that died. Also African too. Gerhard Tony Jackson, the late may also rest in peace. She was also African. Where were those ladies? They couldn't go there because of the relationship between Liberia and South Africa. That's a foreign national. Why they couldn't go there that time to read nonsense? So Gregory Coleman, oh, we want justice for the man the way he died. How many days it took the Liberia National Police to go to that crime scene, to go and barricade the area and say, this is a crime scene, we need to take sample, we need to do forensic, we need to do this, we need to do that. How many days it took them, how many months it took them to do that. Yeah, because Boulevard Palace manager, he was not critical on Joseph Baka administration. He was doing a business, more not on the government. So all he own, it took forever for the police to go and do all that investigation because that man he not in government business. And those women they couldn't go there. Yeah, because Boulevard Palace manager he not working in government too or he basically not concern them. Where were those women? You lack integrity. You can lose your value, your respect. And you people are our mothers. We owe your respect. You see? But the way sometimes you behave, it make us to go somehow emotional on you, which of course is supposed to be like that. But everyone of you know why you can go through to bring us into this world. That pain, that small pain. So you should look at somebody's child as your child. That 15-year-old boy today, he could die. Or because he didn't die, so you couldn't go to court for justice for him. Or because the person that carry on the eye is a government official. But because Samuel Jackson stand on this government, see how they do everything speedily, hurriedly. But they couldn't do it in other cases. They couldn't do it in other cases. But when you critical on the government, so Samuel Jackson issue a just looking there who been wishing to grab you, we grab you now. This is how it look like. Yeah, we've been wishing to grab him, we grab him today. So we do everything hurriedly. Quick, you not go, this is a crime scene, blah, blah, the next day, you're coming do autopsy. Everything is being done speedily. Yeah, because of Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
But they see men that died from Boulevard Palace, he was South African, yo. They see where Tony May also rest in peace was South African. But you couldn't rush with the Boulevard Palace manager. Yeah. They see South African men. But Tony today, you're doing everything hurriedly, calling the South African embassy, calling this, calling that. You're doing everything like the war is coming to an end, or Samuel Jackson, he leaving from Liberia. Everything. We not wanted to politicize this thing, but the way you can do the thing, we can see the politics in it. That lady don't deserve to die. She's very, very young. Even though, yes, nobody died before that time. We want it to be investigated for us to know the cause of death. First of all, where is the death certificate that was given to state the cause of death? That you're going to do autopsy, all of these things where there have been no death certificate released yet from the hospital to say, oh yes, because she died at the hospital will be able to tell you the cause of death. Like Stephen, like you said, this 14-year-old girl that was raped, today, Gregory Como couldn't publish the forensic result or the DNA that Gonglo requested for her. They can't publish it.
No.
But those are serious women, they don't talk about that. They sitting there, they saw how their friend woman child was raped. And today, Gregory, they just did it the way they want to do it. They couldn't come out to stand because the government officials, so nobody can go pay them to come out. But because Samuel Jackson, like Mr. Jackson said that his case, it is politically motivated, and that's what we are seeing today. And that's what's going on. They're taking a case politically because of his stand against this government. He said it. And this is just what we are seeing. And you people are our mothers. You stop being used by people. What goes around must come around. The thing you're doing, tomorrow it will fall on you. You don't know. It's almost like everything that happened in the past, the United Party used to politicize it. And today it's falling on their feet. When you talk about 81 costs, see the gas price down. Everywhere you go in this country, different prices, my brother. Yesterday, I saw gas for $4.88. That's just the cheapest gas regular. Last night when I went to Washington, D.C., I saw gas there, almost $5. Like right now, you Los Angeles, there the people buying gas $7.99, $7.95 gas price going up because of what happening in Iran. But when those things were happening during the CDC administration, Joseph Boakai said the war now fighting in Liberia, so it had no effect on gas price in our country. George Weah, he don't know nothing about governance. So that's the same thing you're doing today. You couldn't stand up for these people. But today you're standing up for Tony Jackson. You want to be used by people all of the time. You don't know tomorrow it might happen to you. We want to know how Tony Jackson died. What led to her death? We all want to know.
Of course.
But if you people couldn't stand up yesterday for these other people, why standing up today? Because that 14-year-old girl was raped, she didn't die. You couldn't stand up for that because she stayed alive or because a government official. This boy that was sodomized, you couldn't stand up because he didn't die or because a government official. You stop setting your integrity for little of nothing. It will take you nowhere. You people are our mothers. You know why you can go through. The same thing you bear to bring your child. Your friend will not bear the same thing. But this is not right. We want to know how Tony died, what led to her death. And me, this is why most of the time I can say, some of us, we don't think we can even work in our country because I don't subscribe to such a nonsense. Because Gregory Coleman, if you people were not all in the same playbook, when you come down there, you're finished reading your nonsense, the question now will start asking you, where were you people when that little girl was raped? Why are they working here? Where were you people when this boy was sodomized? Where were you people when the other case happened? Why didn't see you here coming to call for justice? I already doing my work. You get up from here. I will tell you straight up. Maybe Joseph Boakai will fire me that day. But they all know what they're doing. Now, while he was standing over there, that other one when you see your hair on her head, like that not strong with hair on your head, like when chicken blow you from the back, she's standing there reading nonsense. Because I will tell you straight up, maybe President Boakai will fire me and say you were not to address them like that. Because you people sat there, it happened to other people here, never came to me to say you want justice. I already doing my work. What brought you here? I will shame you, you will go Joseph Boakai fire me the next day. That's
Greg will never do
foolishness.
it. Greg will never do it because trust me, at least that particular engagement was stage managed.
It was because these people they been in our country. All these other incidents happened, they never went there. Why this one? Because Samuel Jackson stay against this government. So we been wishing for him, we grab him. So let people come and protest. All that one we see there were pressure behind all from the women group. So that's why yourself we did everything speedily and what have you. That's all. But that is that Liberia for us. We will know the cause of death, and then let's see what will be the next thing. Mr. Jackson, our condolences. Take heart. The Lord is with you. May your well soul rest in peace. So that's my take there, Jeanette. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah. Before I go on with what I want to say, I want to tap in with you. Now it is Tony Jackson. They got all the equipments. They got all of the things they need to know why she died. And they're even calling experts and all of that. You know, there's a Tony's problem. May her soul rest in peace. There are lots and lots of narratives just surrounding her death. You people have not even come to the conclusion that thing happened the way they carrying it. That Samuel Jackson did this and did the other and did the other and all of those things. So you're not just going to conclude because one will see pictures and conclude, oh yeah, this is exactly what happened. But there are other narratives, like you said, they want to politicize this whole thing, making it to look like because they want to get at this guy one way or the other. But mind you, those of the women that went out there to protest or whatever they went to do, I want them to know they are all victims of the same thing.
Thank you.
They are all victims. Maybe they don't know they are victims. So when you want to run quickly and say, oh, domestic violence and all of that, and you are being victimized as well from this government, there are different types of violence Maybe they don't know about it. Or you know, let's just say domestic violence. There are so many. They got courtship. That includes us, the social and other things that we are being abused. But they sat there and allowed those people to cajole them because they want to get little of nothing from them. That is embarrassing for us. The other people that did not come out to voice this thing are going through a lot. This is something we're supposed to pick, but it is a universal thing. That people from other parts of the world comes out, but you will never hear the Liberian people speak about it. We agree this girl is from another country, granted. We know that, and we want to keep the relationship, but yet and still, we should wait and you know, let things be proven, and then we can come out and want to make any decision or want to say whatever we have to say concerning this whole thing. Liberia that we have today, they only care about themselves. There is a day I'm going to sit down and explain to them what violence is, domestic violence, and the different types surrounding it. I'm going to make us to understand these things so that we can stop being biased and want to do it because I got some connection with this person. I think the other girl is alleged dead from Caldwell that they abused the 7 men. She dead. Yeah. Did they talk about it? Did anybody say anything about it? Somebody's future leader. Do you know what that girl was going to become? And today they took her life for nothing, and nobody is saying anything because her parents are nobodies. So nobody's supposed to hear about that. There should be no protest. Nobody should come out and want to say something concerning it. I watched a video about that little boy that they saw the other day. That little boy is in pains. Excruciating pains, the both men would say.
Definitely.
He's going through a lot. I heard him cry. I broke down.
I listened to him more.
Child.
Yeah.
Gina, I saw that video, and some of those women that you saw over there, they all watched that video. They couldn't go to stand up to the government to see how they can take that boy out of the country. They can't do that one. Yeah, because nobody coming to pay them to do it. Yeah. They're their child.
Yeah. The people here abusing us every day. All the things that is supposed to be for us, they're taking it. They're seeing all of those things. They're not saying anything, but they want to get in the street because they want for the international world or community to see them on TV and say, oh yeah, these people are protesting. It is hard time we sit down and think fast and know what we need to do. I don't want to sit there and start saying things right now before you say, oh, she's backing for Samuel Jackson. I am not even in support. If it is the case, I am not going to take it lightly with him. I'm seriously going to say what I need to say or I have to say. But there are other matters that they swept under the rug that needs to be addressed. They left them and decided to focus on this one because they want to gain, I don't know, international reference or whatever. How do they call it? People are going through a lot. People are going through. Somebody just walk in the other time in our community, somebody just took stick and knock on his friend and he died instantly. I tell you for free, nobody's going to hear about that. They're not taking stands. It is the police work function to protect life and properties. But it's partial. Certain group of people should be protected and the other people should be vulnerable. That is so bad for our country. Other things that they need to be looking at, that they call it nothing today, but at the end of the day, tomorrow, it's going to get serious. Somebody was telling me on the keke today, they say, this man, they will be sitting here now, will not have country in our country anymore. Before you know it, the other person will just kind of take a piece and carry. The other person will kind of take a piece and carry. All of these issues that needs to be addressed and looked at, they leave it and they're going something. So I stop here for now to get Solomon chance, even though he's fine.
Thank you.
For coming to school late.
Yeah, before we bring on Solomon, yeah. So let me quickly recognize these people, then we'll go over to Solomon.
Oh, okay.
To a best man, thank you. Steven Yakede, thank you. Marlon Fofanan, Woki Davis, Ezekiel Yoma, Steven Johnson, thank you. Vanin Fatoban. He's following us from Deesville Township. Thank you so much, Vanin. But let's cross over to Solomon Barker Reeves. Solomon, I'm more sure that you have been following. Yeah. So let us get your take on this particular issue with our mothers and sisters who went to petition the government to do the Liberian National Police regarding the ongoing investigation involving Samuel Jackson. Let's get to you on Solomon Barker Reeves.
Solomon,
thank you.
Good morning, Solomon. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Good morning, guys.
Yeah,
Of course, good morning, we
you
nation.
Solomon. You
Yes,
Solomon. Lion save the height, save America build out to the horse there. We will destroy it. You think you want you're afraid of the May 10 election. That's why you're coming up with all kind of bill. We will battle you and that bill we will make sure we not pass. So we follow it. You just be there. You're
yes.
afraid of the election. That's why you're bringing all kind of strategy. But we're waiting for you. We will
Well,
discuss it. I've
the
been
good
waiting
thing,
for you here the morning.
the good thing is that when it comes to Liberia, then you do the same thing that you against when it comes to the United States. Then you do the same thing. That's what's going on, brother. Um, the right thing had to be done. If they require somebody to have ID card in order to go to the hospital, to go to the library, to go
Okay,
anywhere, whatever
Solomon,
voting.
you keep late on the show. Let's go
Yeah,
ahead, but
yeah,
we'll
you brought
discuss
it
that on
up.
Friday.
Yeah, you brought it up.
So we discuss that one Friday. Yes. So go ahead. Let's get you on this particular issue. But Janet Pessima says she find you anyway for
No,
coming to
he's fine.
Cali.
Almost an hour late. He's fine. Seriously
Oh
fine.
yes. Actually, I was late, and then I said, let me just watch the show, and I was watching it. I said, no, let me just go on. So that's what happened. But I've been following. Again, this is why it is very, very hard for our country to 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 win a good case. For example, there was a time where they said they seized marijuana or drugs, and then they confiscated those drugs, but then they burned them. When they went to court, there was no evidence to present to the court. With Jackson, when a situation happened, even if Mr. Jackson was guilty, the way in which they are going with the case is a clear cut that he's not going to be found guilty when they go through the procedure in law, because there are a lot of missteps they are doing. We saw when Jackson, the other Jackson, who wrote something about Kawia and John Weir, the book where they said, oh, they exposed women and all those stuff. They went at it and all those stuff. And of course, our women, some of them, they were talking about protesting and all those stuff. And then when it comes to this other lady was who was found guilty by, killing her daughter, the one who is going to be the new election commissioner, chairperson. They were protesting in her favor. They were having something defending her, And then when you saw what happened to this lady, now they want to be very sympathetic with women doing all of this stuff. So that's why we always say God doesn't sleep. When you want to incriminate somebody so badly, you mess up with the record, and that's what's going on. Liberia is a free country. If the women decide to protest for the government, in this case, bingo, let them go protest. But all we know, justice is supposed to be served the right way, and so that's my take on it. Everything in Liberia, for me, in life, everything is politics. I have that strong belief. So I will politicize everything, and politics is good. Only bad people can make politics to appear bad. Politics is an art or sound or whatever you call it that deals with leadership and service, to provide services and to have good leadership. So everything in life is about politics. So I will politicize this because it is a political issue. So I really don't have any other thing to say than what the government is doing. And Mr. Jackson is going to be exonerated because the way in which the government is going about doing things. But again, that's Liberia. If they say you're guilty, even if you're not guilty, they say you're guilty. What are you going to do? Look at young men that were accused of burning down the executive. Not executive mansion, but the Capitol building. And of course, They were found guilty before due process, and today they are still in jail and they're doing all this stuff. So it is not unusual to me. So that's Liberia.
Yeah, so they are just how they call it, suspects, and they are in jail. The process is still in court. They are looking at that. So want to see as to whether it is true those guys actually did what they are accused of doing. Yeah, so that's why we have said over and over. It's just very important that these things be looked at. Like Aliyu Masale stated earlier on, you people eye our mothers. You people eye our mothers, and a very, very good mother will not segregate.
No.
Jenna Pesima, no. You will not do that. Whether this person is your child
or not,
or another person's child, you are going to treat that particular person equally. That's what a good mother does. But for what we are seeing, no, it's not anything of such. You cannot be doing that. There are a lot of things of a similar situation happening in this country where the people needed you the most. You never came out.
Never came out.
And you were nowhere to be found. But now it is, someone who, quote unquote, people think that he's kind of harsh on this government, and now you are coming up. Stop setting your integrity. You are respected people in society.
Yeah.
Don't allow any politician. That's what we've been saying. When you people start taking small money from these politicians, at the end of the day, they'll start using it. They'll not even get time for you. And that's why we've been saying it.
They did not.
That's why we've been saying it. With even the council of churches, right? The Muslim community, all these advocacy groups. That's what we've been seeing from them. Because they are alarmed themselves with politicians. And so the nature of their work, they are no longer doing those things again. No, they are not. Since this thing been happening, have you ever seen any statement from the council of churches? Even the local border issue. Have you ever read any statement? The Muslim community. Have you ever seen anything? The situation are happy. Have you ever seen anything? No, they are not talking. The little boy, the son of Mars, they are not talking. That little girl issue, they are not talking. They were not talking.
Man, those people, the Liberian Muslim community or the Christian Liberian church, these people, they are all good for nothing people in our country right now. Everyone, if you see the Liberian, you see Ali crying, he working in government. You see your Liberian council of churches under head, he working in government. These people are supposed to be independent people in the country and doing their job and forget about these things. But everyone that they're working in government, do you expect them to speak? No. They are all spineless right now. So these people, these are integrated institution, they had now turned to political institution. So don't expect nothing from them.
They were not.
They were not speak.
They were not. Like I always told people, and Jennifer Sima said it the last time, the people that are working in government, some of them in churches. Some of them, they can go to the mosque to go and pray. But they are still corrupt. And they have pastors who's supposed to be speaking against these things, who's supposed to be preaching all these things. But the pastor in there, the people that said doing the same thing, they were not talking about it because when you told them, may not go to church. Look, if you people understand your position in society, no man, you will not be alarming yourself with government officials to be sending you gas slip, to be sending you money. You will not do that because society looks up to you. If you understand the nature of the work you are doing, you will not. But you will not speak. Yesterday you were speaking because the people that were in power, you never let them. So you were speaking everything that happened in the country. While somebody go and just or formulate something, they say, oh, the other person died. So in no less than an hour, you used to release press statements. But today you are not doing that. So sad for our country. So sad for our country. Now, very quickly, the last issue, then we go to the line. Aliyu, we'll talk about this issue the gone time. And again, our president came back from Guinea. And when he was interviewed, he told us that the issue was resolved.
Okay.
But just hours after arrival and making that statement, or probably a day, something different started to happen again. The people were then taking over the area, and reports we are getting, even people that are living around that area, the people are now leaving the area, and the Guinean army, the armed people instructed them, and all these kind of things. So it is a troubling sign for our country. Like we said, you know, a lot of concerns have been raised involving the local government minister, Francis Nyamali, and all these kind of things happening with that particular minor issue that is happening in the river around the entrance point there. So I don't see the reason why even the president left from here to go for that meeting. There is no reason why using the country's resources to go for that particular meeting, because the outcome of the meeting, or the reason why he went for the meeting, the same thing is still happening, and even happening more than that. So I don't see the essence why he has to use taxpayer money and go there and remain tab-lip to tell the Liberian people, the communication people, to tell the Liberian people that there's the outcome of the meeting. That's why was discussed. And these are things, these are resolutions we came up with. But all we could see one morning, the people went back to the area there again. So it is sad for our country. It is so sad for our country. I really don't know. But again, remember there was a pastor, Chief Ebi normally played the voice that talked about the issue of calamity, atrocity in the land. And these things, if you really look at them very critically, they are creeping on us. They are creeping on us to see our next door neighbor, you know, forcefully moving on our land like that in a fun and manner. It is something that is alarming. Aliyu, 2 minutes, let's get you on. Then we get Solomon, the rest of the team members.
Thank you there, Stephen. Yeah, like you said, I still wondering why the president had to go to Guinea. Because first of all, Liberia, right now, think we are on the United Nations Security Council. We are member there, and our position there right now, Liberia, the position we have in there, and to see somebody coming to, I can say, taking over our land or coming to our territory and thing, and President Bakai was to reach out to ECOWAS or the MRU and see how they can summon this Dumuya guy on what is happening between Liberia and Lofa. You see? But you see, this man, he already tried his strength the last time on Guinea, on Sierra Leone president, and now he bring it to Liberia. This man, he's an aggressor. This man, that junta, he still get that junta behavior in him. And then you going to go and sit with him. Why you think we get from out of this man? You people want to look for a neutral ground, and some of this man there, you Mother Bio with Alassane Ouattara, the MRU countries, or even the ECOWAS body for what is happening. Because the history is that he did it to Sierra Leone too. Now he are bringing it to you. This is where you exercise your strength and the power you have by being on the United Nations Security Council. But you going to him to go and sit with him. Well, first of all, you went there, looking at your position that you holding right now. He's supposed to even still be there waiting on you. But you people, when you sat down there, you were waiting for him. See how disgraceful that is. Where you're supposed to exercise your power and strength, you don't exercise it. That when you come to your people in your country, that's the time you will abuse them with your power and things. And then you went over there, you came, oh yeah, we went, we talked, we don't have, there is nothing we had to do, we experienced war, so we had to make sure all that nyama thing he was talking when he arrived at the airport. Just yesterday, we saw people with low on their head trying to leave the area because they woke up yesterday again, they saw heavy Guinean soldier coming back to that area. So what did the president really go for? Why he did? What they discussed over there? Because we knew that because of what is happening to La Mokoma or Wakanama River in Lofa there, that's why they went to discuss And we expected like he came by, he should tell the people what was discussed and what was the outcome of that meeting and what we should expect to see. But nothing of such he told the Liberian people. Yeah, yesterday we saw this guy, then coming back again. We see people leaving the area. And now the House of Representatives, I listened to them yesterday saying they are forming a committee to go and see how they can resolve the issue that is going on in Lofa County there. Oh, so why did the president go to Guinea for? I thought he went to resolve this issue. But he came back. Now the legislature are getting together to go and see how they can resolve the issue. So is now the legislature going to do the work of the executive? This is what I can understand. So why were our taxpayer money being used for the president to go Guinea and come back when the legislature are talking about going there to go and see how they can resolve the issue? It was just another waste of taxpayer money. And from the day those guys came over there and our citizens went to battle them, this is where they tried their strength, they stretched their muscle, and then they saw the weakness in our government. How many days it took before our government could send people there? But we want and we pray for that issue to be resolved. Our family are over there. We are all Liberians. Like I said, this is how they see things started between Ukraine and Russia, and the whole world is seeing today while it's happening. Liberia and Guinea, we have been together for a very long period of time, doing traditional administration, doing early administration, doing weird administration. Why these people didn't come to flex muscle to take that place? But because some of your government officials get that mining company, they carry machines then over there, they went over there to start dragging in that river. This is what bringing this whole thing out today. But we are following the story and we know the source of the whole thing, what causing the fight or the land dispute or water whatsoever between Liberia and Guinea. That's my take. Thank you.
Thank you, Aliyu. Solo, 2 minutes, please.
Thank you very much. Usually, when we talk about the situation in Liberia and we talk about the situation in Ukraine, have in mind that Ukraine and the rest of the other people were part of the Soviet Union, and then the Soviet Union, they have their strategic sections where they kept their beautiful, powerful weaponry. And when the Soviet Union collapsed, and then some of those stuff, they remain in other countries. So in order for them to maintain peace, Russia was saying, look, we cannot allow certain things to happen. It is not the same situation in Liberia. The problem that we have is that I read something somebody wrote. He said, oh, because Liberia was the first to get her independence, so Liberia got land before Guinea. That is not necessarily so. All of those countries, God created a land from those times, and the land has been there. France was controlling certain area, especially Guinea, Ivory Coast, and of course, the United Kingdom was controlling Sierra Leone. They have their leadership and all those stuff. And then when the pioneers went back and they were able to get the land, of course, there were sessions that those colonial powers they divided. So if there was some sort of agreement in there regarding the demarcation, and we, the Liberian people, we don't make research, we don't know detailed history of our country. We get in power. The only thing we come to do in power is to just make money. We don't know all of those stuff. So if the people say, look, this piece of property, it belongs to us, and they can prove that belongs to them, there's nothing we can do, because Liberia was just Monrovia and those other areas that was within 40 miles radius. Even though the landmass was there, but the history that we have, we don't understand it when it comes to our geography, when it comes to the demarcation of the land. How did it happen? Who did what? And all of those stuff. We don't know the history. Today, we don't even teach civics in our country. So it is a complex situation that we have to look into. So those colonial powers who were there in the beginning, whatever documentation they have, if Guinea were able to find some sort of loopholes and say, oh yeah, this particular place, it belonged to us, but for whatever reason, this is what our colonial power did, so we're going to get this back, they have the right to do that. If we don't understand the situation, and we just say, oh, you know what, let's go flex our muscle, let's put our troops there, nothing we're going to do. And as Alio said, if we really, really want to get to the bottom of this, we got to go to the drawing table, take our case to, if that to the United Nations, we take it there, or if that to AU, we take it to AU, or if that to the Mana River Union, we take it to the Mana River Union. But having armed struggle and all of those stuff, saying all kinds of things that we usually say on social media, it doesn't mean anything. Look, back in 1938, when they have this extradition treaty that was signed between Liberia and America, we don't even know whether that extradition treaty has been renewed since 1938. You ask some of our people, they don't know, because they don't do research on the country. They don't study the history of the country. So they just bounce up from Waterside Market. Today, I'm running to be represented. They get there and they just steal the Liberian people money or misuse the Liberian people money on their own. So this is a complex situation that requires us to do more research to see how they happen. If this land, I mean, this water belongs to the three countries, because I saw on some of the diagram where the river going straight into Sierra Leone as well. Then, of course, the three nations, they should have access to whatever is in the river. One person cannot just come and mine or sand or diamond or gold or anything like that. It should be for the three countries. If this is how the demarcation, all those things were done. So it is a serious situation. The president has a right to go there, but he should have gone there just to see what was going on, and then they would think how to approach the situation. But that was a disgrace. The same thing that we didn't want, for which our young men and women fought for, to bring down the Guinean flag and to put the Liberian flag. It was defeated. The following day, the people came back, and I heard that they replanted their flag. So what was the purpose? This is because we don't have people that understand Liberia, that know the actual history of Liberia, and they say, and when you talk about it, they say, oh, you're bringing Congo and native people back into this stuff. This is where we are. It is a serious problem.
Okay, thank you. Solomon Bakari. Jenna, you want to talk on that? Then we'll go to the line.
Yeah, quickly. I just want to say, from what has happened, I would want to draw my conclusion that our leader doesn't have the country at heart. Because, I mean, if this thing is going on, and then he went there, being a 42 years experienced man, should know the history of our country, and went there, and he was not able to solve this problem, then that means he doesn't have the country at heart. It is alleged that 2 persons from outside died during the problem that they had there. But he's able to come and make the Liberian people, he was able to make sure that our people are homeless. People are lying on people purchase and other things, because he said there's no more land, but he's not able to solve that problem that we have over there. There's a need that would be able to look at the right things and be able to say them. You said that, you heard a pastor that said there will be atrocities and calamities in our country. Why won't that happen when all of these diabolical things happening in a country?
Yeah,
sodomizing, killing people unnecessarily, and doing all of those wicked things. Why won't this thing happen to our country? And this is how it begins. And we are not ready for war. We know what happened to Liberia when we fought the war. We have not even recovered. And now this is happening. The Guineans, those people are people who doesn't care. They go about doing what they want to do. And when we sit there and our president don't go and solve this problem for us, I tell you, there will be more to come. And then we ourselves, will be affected one way or the other, because of what's happening in our country. Let me give chance to our
thank you.
So
let's go to the line.
One other thing, you guys been hearing me, and I said President Joseph Yima Boakai does not know how to resolute conflict. I don't know how many times you guys heard me saying that.
Yeah, I heard you the time you said that.
Yes, he is not somebody that can resolve conflict. I don't know how long it will take you guys to really take into consideration what I've been saying. He's not somebody like that, and somebody who is not fit to resolve conflict. I don't know what kind of leadership that person will provide. And these are the situation that we're fixing. I just wanted to throw that back in. He cannot resolve the problem.
Thank you.
That's why we face with
Solomon
problem.
Bakari.
And it's a serious problem for us.
Yeah, so let's hear from our people. Let's take a few calls. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Solomon Bakari.
Good morning, go ahead.
Good morning. Your name and where you from?
Yes, this is Chateto, Bacha for
They
opposition.
call you Solomon Bakari now, Control.
You know, Solomon, I want to say thank you to you and Jennifer and our diaspora guests for the deliberations. You have said it all. You know, this 42 years old experience for me don't even have any record of making peace. No, not at all. The man took over the CCP, he broke it down in less than 1 week. The man took over Unity Party, he made women pay to insult Malakeli Justice and she was expelled from the party. The man took over, we call it ambassador, we are president, we have to even say, oh my son, can we work together? The old person you set on the old man and plant the new ones. But the men don't have any record of such. So do you think the men want to make peace? The men can never make peace. Jennifer, it will surprise you. I was just on the internet. And now follow everyone, the book I'm back there. As we speak, or anybody on the internet, the Kenyan soldiers are telling the people to leave the market ground today. As we speak, now. They are dragging the people to the market ground. Even the market kitchen that are there, they are about to demolish it. So, no, I may tell you, start paying your money, food for your waking, and brought nothing. And I hear one purported irresponsible because they go in there on Friday. I couldn't say on one shot this morning to all Trinity Lord because you don't follow Rachel Cook. Let him alone go there. He probably eat because people will not even listen to him. If you for the 9-year-old president can go there, if you put on listen, then I didn't want, they will not even listen.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. Get this person on the line. Good morning.
Family are there.
Go ahead.
Solomon Bakari is area Toba.
Okay.
First of all, thank you for unison by control. But this is what I want to say.
Okay.
The issue is in Lofa. Yesterday, the information minister explained that we wrong the people. Let me be bold to tell you that what our people didn't get the power. The people money go and demo and big thing. And they know that the memorandum between them. Why can't you satisfy your friend? This is solo. So that we in Liberia we wrong, we gotta tell the people sorry. That, oh, thank you, may God bless you people.
Thank you so much for your own contribution. Edmond Carr, let's give you a minute here, please. Just a minute, please, Edmond Carr.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me say good morning to Masare and We Nation. You know, this is serious, and if there's a problem with only the river, then why are they extending all the way and breaking places now? So it's a serious issue that the government really need to handle. Okay? And the thing that had to do with St. Jackson, you know, the police shouldn't be doing their investigation based on the say. The police can get it off, and then you can keep your information. Maybe if you go to court and bring the person to testify. But if the police is basing an investigation on this guy called himself friend to St. Jackson, the police need to be careful about that. Because if you read what that guy wrote, he say everything according to him that he know. But he was able to put in that he read up that they let it also suffer from health complications. Do have some health complications? He didn't say. If you also read further, he's telling you that the both of them are intellectual but diverse view. Why is it diverse view? Saying Jackson is critical on the government, and he is so critical on the government. This is the reason why he's sending up the missing information about him. However, let the police be professional and do the investigation. Except they found guilty of killing a wife, so shall it be. But where has he been? Were he able to inform St. Johnson wife family or what was happening in their home?
Yeah, even the
or
police.
He just sat there and allowed him flock away. Yeah, he didn't inform any family member. At this time, to come out to release all of the negative information about St. Johnson. Why he didn't say that they let it also having a serious health complication? Then he had we be protesting yesterday. They want to protest based on government instruction. It was government sponsor.
Oh yeah.
Because they didn't have there was no information. The thing it is alleged. Why do you go call up police to fast track investigation? Is she the only lady? Why about the girl that was raped? Government officials still pass here. Why about the boy that was sodomized? They still pass around here. No, they are the cause of us politicizing everything here. The Blacker government is the government of politics, and we will run the game for them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for your own contribution. Yeah, so let's get more calls here.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm Coco from Kawai.
Okay, let's hear you, Coco.
Okay, madam, you see what going on in the country is somehow ridiculous to me. But I see how other people see me. You see issue about the representative going to Guinea. I don't know why they say they're going. I'm only basically going there for they go take money to put it in the place of Padan. They could take $1 million check to the Guinea people to grab them so they can forget about the case. Then the lawmaker that one following each of them 100,000 each, 100,000 each. But I tell them the lawmaker, whether a CDC lawmaker or whether any party lawmaker breaking them, any lawmaker that know themselves for true, that know the right and the wrong, they can't follow the call. Except they say know the whole thing. But they will not follow them. The other thing if you do, I could not be certain you might carry on. Here in Baka. Not be the one all of you inside, so they say, yeah, all of doing it. So the man there follow the cool and go there. When you go there, well, you live with that. But I know if you go there, in your direction for them.
Thank you.
I tell you.
Thank you. Thank you also.
Hello? Hello?
Excuse me, to the other crew of the US. Now, you want to start saying only the minute of chicken factory. But tonight, you see, for me, what I believe is that President Bada solved the error. The reason I'm saying this is that people have said President Bada solved the Guinea. And when the team had to say they have bilateral study, they did bilateral studies. Then one day, the Guinea will bring large troops to deploy, and then the telephone will leave on the area of breaking things down. That's it. President Bada solved the error. So we will not be asking what is happening. Because that's why when you go to Guinea to destroy for the phone to withdraw, because of withdrawing, they are bringing more troops. I understand it. Then the kind of person that people here have no clue, no problem. They just if I send it to started, you have no choice. Like that's what we say, what is very happening? They get mute and they get join themselves. Because of the own great that they are for the problem because they're running for the border area, not be fresh. What kind of country is this? But I can understand the men of God that talk about that just 10 years so that what we are going through.
Definitely. You see, Janan, he stressed a point. Yeah. Can you imagine prior to the president going to Guinea, the government, you can off that call. Yeah. The government, the government, right? They release a statement, and in that particular press statement, signed by the presidential press secretary, Kula Fofana, right? And Fofana, all right, the letter there, right? The letter said, here you go. The people here, you're making fun of the Liberian people, and the peace that the people, you know how people put their lives on the line to fight for the peace and stability of their country, and you're ready to be passing off with all kinds of nonsense to yourself, that press statement, right? You people knew exactly what is happening, But you go read one press release, you tell the people, say, we are getting information that something happening in Lofa. Can you imagine? Why will you tell the Liberian people that you are getting information? Are you not in Liberia? Aren't you seeing what is happening? And to add insult to injury, right? You know exactly what is happening. The cause of this thing that is happening in Lofa County. You know it is because of their money. You know exactly. So the president instructed you to lie to the Liberian or tell the Liberian people that, like you people don't know anything about what's happening. Don't make fun out of the Liberian people. Let's take a few calls, Jenan. So let's take a few more calls, then we go home. We got 8 more minutes to go. 077-223-9933, 0886-304497. We'll have a caller that you can take that person.
Good morning.
Salam alaikum, Mr. Liu, Mr. Babale, salam alaikum, Janet, and Mr. Steven. CDC Papa calling. Mohammed Jibril.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, the thing it happened way back that time maybe you were not born. We were baby. It happened, ChatGPT for children we came. The way I mentioned about the second man now is they made to that here now. We are not allowed to call them many. And message will dance with a devil. I want to call me. So we get out to pray hard.
You have found it, man. CDC Papa.
You scared?
So we pray to God will help us. Then we move for the trouble. Amen.
Amen. The man finished talking you. The man say you want to call it, man.
CDC Papa.
So that's very important. It's very, very important. The reason why you see we continue to talk this issue, because what is happening there at the end of the day, if care is not taken, it might affect everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now they're bunch of crooks that are in government stealing from the Liberian people. And you got one speaker saying one can't go talk for them to listen. You can listen to people, Mr. Speaker. The issue happening here. The Equa people, the same people here, right? They say the people must come so that they can be able to settle that dispute in the house at that time. You people said no, you can't listen because you wanted to be speaker. You wanted to get gavel in your hand. When somebody talk and you put them outside. Because that's the only thing you're doing down there. Besides that, we are not seeing anything you are doing. There is no impact you're making, Mr. Speaker. Right? There is no impact you're making. There was a lady here who cried on a horse issue. The lady went down there to you. You didn't do anything. When they broke the woman horse down, at the time you said you were going there. And why would you even do? Because you can't even get it. You got one mind to look in the president's face and talk to him. Because you know the reason, the position you occupy, you know how you occupied that position. So you can talk to the president, get that person, Jenan.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah. Janet, this is the voice of Idrissa. I'm Idrissa Somba.
Okay, let's see how you.
Yeah, let me say hi to my dear brother Steven and son brother Aliu. Yeah. And Solomon Baga Ruiz, not forgetting him. Yeah, my brother, dude, that's a sad time. What really baffled me was I listened to one coward call himself vice president. The man celebrating birthday party was on the full occasion. Can you imagine that? So that just being insensitive to the plight of the people. So Jeremiah, you care less about what is happening in our country. Being there celebrating birthday party. That make any sense. Imagine, my brother. What kind of leader we got to man? So they got a bunch of evil forces. They carry us, our citizens.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good morning, Steven. And good morning, Pensioners. This is Mohammed Bonzo Fana Jr. We are trying a conversation from the Japan school. My theory is about this ARG, what we have in this country. Do with this man take, issue that concerning our political party, anybody that will be there for our political take things This man, I don't really know what Mr. Parker still keeping the man has police IG in this country. Because this man is violating the constitution of our country, the way we should have proceeded. He's not even proceeding in that way. He's just doing his own thing in this country like he's the president. So the IG, you got really think, according to you, you're school in the United States, you're acting like an elementary student. So if you're listening, you should really think the way you proceed in this country, we're not really feeling him. Thank you this morning.
Thank you, Don. So I'm sorry, we are not taking any more call. Janet Besima, we are already out of time. So let's cross over to Solomon. Just a minute, then Solo can close up. Then we'll go home.
Well, thank you very much. And many thanks to our callers, participants, and what have you. It is a good thing for us to experience these kind of things for our purpose. I watched something and I think it's AI generated, but it's fun to watch. Where he said it was good that we did not send Bassa people to the border because they were going to sell our land. So I look at that, but that is a say in Liberia that the Bassa people sold our land. But unfortunately, this time around, the Lofa people, including the president of the Republic of Liberia, who is a Lofian, they didn't want to sell it now, not the Bassa people. So I just want to make our case that the land has been sold by the Lofa people because they are the one in power and they are the one doing all their negotiation. And today, we got the Republic of Guinea in the Republic of Liberia. So that Lab Guinea that we have on that particular area, they call it Lab Guinea. So that all I have to say to you people, it is a serious matter. We need to really, really take our case to the rightful court so that we'll be able to resolve this problem. Whatever was the agreement in the beginning when a land demarcation was drawn and whatever was unfolded, we need to go back to the root. And if the place belongs to Guinea, then of course it belongs to Guinea. We can still have the Mane River Union relationship that we have. If the place belongs to us, we claim our place, and we still have the Mane River Union fellowship that we have. But we need to get to the bottom of this so that innocent people will not die. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Aliyu Masalele, get you on. Just a minute. We are out of time already. Aliyu.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Jeanette. Thanks to all our callers. Yes, and this caller makes me to laugh. Talking about Jeremiah who celebrating birthday party. Despite everything that is happening in the country. Everything that happening in the country, President Waka celebrating birthday party, he don't hear the commander in chief, the president. How do you explain of Jeremiah Kun? You see, people left their parents. Yes. So that yesterday, the Jeremiah Kun was celebrating as much as President Waka is celebrating. Solomon, you and I know very good. We also dreaming to review. You know what the period. But Jeremiah Kun, Gregor Kuman know very well. If that was here, that Mr. Gandhi friend who explaining all of these things, how that man used to beat on that year, and all this while, like we said the last time, he never one day even informed our parents, did not inform the police, and reality she died today. That meant today, by now it's supposed to be undergoing investigation probably. God forbid if he say the cause of death was domestic violence. What will he say? And he knew about all of the things that girl was going through, but he didn't speak out.
Okay.
Today. That's one of the things.
Just be safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aliyu, as well as Solomon Bakari. Jenna, you talk to the people, then we'll go home.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of them for being a part, and we are working together to make Liberia a better place. We see you guys on Friday.
Thank you. And so, just from my end, I want to wish you a blessed day. I'm Stephen Kontum. Coming up next is the program King's Local Data with Sam Andrew. Stay tuned and don't go away.
Freedom fighter.